Okay, today is November the 3rd, 2020. This is election day. And right now in the foothills, we have a temperature of 71 degrees. The relative humidity is about 38%. The dew point is 47 degrees, and we have a barometric pressure of 29.95, or make that 96 inches, 29.96. And right now we're looking at Hurricane Eta right here in the Caribbean Sea, which is just now making landfall in looks like Nicaragua right there. And then we have Honduras. I believe that's the order of it there. Honduras on the north and Nicaragua on the bottom. Okay, so this is a strong Category 4 hurricane with an eyewall. We can see the eyewall right there towards the end of that 200 frame loop. This storm is moving at about 5 miles per hour. Let's go ahead and take a look at the hurricane center map. This storm has sustained winds of 145 miles per hour. And last night at 10 o'clock, 10 p.m., the winds were up at 150 miles per hour. Sustained winds of 150 miles per hour. So, and the pressure has risen slightly too. We have 938 millibar currently. Last night it was just a little bit lower. I think it was around 929 or something like that. Once again, it's moving west-southwest at 5 miles per hour. So the fact that this is moving so slowly, it's going to do some catastrophic damage. The flooding and all that, mudslides, wind, all the rest of it. So the weather controllers have let this storm reach, basically catastrophic level of, and they could have knocked it down. We can see here once again from the loop that this storm is well organized. We have high pressure installed just to the north. That'll keep us out of the Gulf of Mexico. So there is manipulation going on here. We can see that the weather controllers are steering this storm. Got high pressure here. You can see that. And that storm was moving right in to make landfall just right about now. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the west coast, the East Pacific. We can see that we've got a moisture field moving right into California. Now, last night at about 10 o'clock, I posted I pinned a message on the previous video forecasting some heavy chemtrail spraying. The chemtrail aerosols are being sprayed right now. At 6:45 when I was up, we had clear skies, and right now at about 9:15 a.m., we've got almost whiteout conditions outside. And that's because this moisture field is moving in. We can see here on the long wave IR map, all that moisture is moving into the entire state, and especially into Southern California. We can see that there's a lot of evaporation. Look at this. As it moves right towards California, we can see all that evaporation. And we see a lot of dissipation in this moisture field as it approaches the coast. Now, right now, we're seeing all this moving in. We should be having rain and cool temperatures. But instead we have, like I said, relative humidity of about 37%. And we can see here on the Doppler map that there is zero precipitation in California, all up and down the coast. There's no rain. Now, if we move north and take a look at Washington State, we can see that there's a WSR-88D located in the Seattle-Tacoma, Washington area, right up here. And it's actually on Camano Island, I think is how you pronounce it. Camano Island. Correct me on that. I can't remember. But we see the WSR-88D, which is known as KATX. All these high-powered WSR-88Ds, they all have call signs allocated by the Federal Communications Commission because they transmit high-power microwave, just like any radio station that transmits above just a few watts has to, or actually I think it's just a few watts, you have to have an FCC broadcast license. Actually, I think it's right around anything above 500 milliwatts, I believe you have to have an FCC license for a radio station. Anyhow, KATX is the transmitter we're watching here on the Doppler map. And we can see the pie-shaped cutouts from that microwave energy evaporating the moisture field that's moving through the area there. So this is how the weather controllers precisely regulate the amount of rain that a certain area can receive. And you can find the locations of these WSR88Ds very easily online. Just search out WSR88D locations and you'll get a long list. There's several websites that have a long list of all these ground-based microwave transmitters around the nation and their coordinates. And you can look those up on Google Earth and take a look at those towers. All right, so there it is. That's how they regulate rain at the ground level. There's a lot of different tools in the toolbox that these weather controllers use. For example, here we're seeing the high pressure installed in this area that will prevent this hurricane from moving north. And out here on the west coast, or rather the East Pacific, we see that we've got a hurricane brewing right here. With that system has a 90% chance of formation here in the next couple of days, so we'll keep an eye on that. Now, once again, this should be delivering rain to the entire west coast, this moisture field right here. You can see a area of high pressure installed right behind this frontal system. And that is helping to evaporate all that moisture as well as the ground-based WSR88Ds. So as a result of this, and as a result of the chemtrail aerosol spraying, we see that we have just really no rain anywhere along the west coast except for up there in the Seattle area. So there it is. Now, today's election day, there's some problems up in the Philadelphia area. If you go to zerohedge.com, there is a video posted by someone showing a GOP poll watcher trying to get into a polling station, a voting station, with a orange certificate issued by the city. He's an official poll watcher. They won't let him in. And that video has gone viral. It had over 700,000 views in just 2 hours. So take a look at that website, Zero Hedge. That's a good website for getting just straight news. And see that video. Philadelphia has problems. We saw that happen the first time Obama ran back in, I think it was 2008. There were several precincts in the Philadelphia area that actually tallied 0 votes for the GOP presidential candidate. I can't remember if it was Romney or McCain. I don't remember. But zero votes. That's statistically impossible. But the people that were organizing all that were too stupid to understand statistics. So anyhow, we'll keep an eye on Philadelphia and what happens there. I think it was the governor or the attorney general up in Pennsylvania declared that a couple of days ago that Trump would lose. I don't know how he knows that, but that's what he said. Okay, so that's the report. We'll just leave it right here, and we'll get another update here real soon. That's it.